What's going on, people? Jay the Black here, of course. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video. I'm going to talk about Leveon Bell. Apparently, he got finessed by two apparent girlfriends that he had. He went to the gym, according to this New York Post article, and he came back and he had over $500,000 worth of jewelry stolen from him, and the girls are gone. Now, I just want to say this. Leveon Bell cannot be this stupid. Or maybe he is. In this situation with what's going on with him and the New York Jets, the fact that, he hasn't been showing up for the voluntary workouts, there's said to be a little bit of friction between him and the head coach, and that the head coach didn't even want him on the team. He signed a big free agent contract, and because of that, he's probably splurged a little bit on jewelry, and he's leaving these two females in his house while he is gone. That doesn't make any sense to me, but in his situation, I guess it does make sense. So let me go to the article. The NY Post. A couple people have sent me this, so shout out to them. It says Leveon Bell's girlfriends vanished with $500,000 of his jewelry. I also want to say this. Why do you have two girlfriends in your house at the same time? Bro, that's a finesse waiting to happen. Them chicks probably know each other. They cool with each other. And it's apparent. Now, again, we don't know everything that's going on. But who else took the jewelry? And then they just left your house like that. That shows how much they care about you, Leveon. And you try to tell these pro athletes. That's why I make the videos that I make. You tell these pro athletes over and over and over that these women are finessing you. They don't really care about you. These guys will continue to do what they do. Two girlfriends of Jets star running back Leveon Bell stole more than $500,000 in jewelry from his Florida home, including a Black Panther pendant and a chain. Authorities said Wednesday the women were with Bell at his Hollywood home on May 25th when he left to go to the gym, a police report said. When Bell came back to the house, his closet was in disarray and all his jewelry was missing, according to the report. The $520,000 worth of jewelry included the Black Panther pendant studded with black and white diamonds, two gold watches and diamonds, and a Rolex watch. Police were reportedly investigating the incident, and there was no identification of the suspect. Well, he knows the suspects, right? Them were his girlfriends. Bell inked a 4-year, $52.5 million deal with the Jets in March. He practiced with the team for the first time on Tuesday after sitting out the 2018 season with the Pittsburgh Steelers because of contract dispute. Now we may know why he's back in camp, because before then, he was steering clear of camp. Even though these might be a little bit, I won't say mandatory, but the team is getting together. The coaches are getting together with the team and some of the new players they brought in. So maybe that's why he's there. But I think he just wanted to get his mind back on football. See, Leveon, when you're trying to put yourself out there as a rapper, you're trying to put yourself out there as an entertainer, you have to understand that women are going to come at you based off of what you're putting out there. And if you're out there trying to put yourself trying to present yourself as a rapper, you got all this jewelry, you're going to end up being surrounded, by women who feel like they can finesse you. Do you know how disrespectful it is for women that you have in your home to take your jewelry and not fear any repercussions from you whatsoever? Now, again, it could come out that they didn't do it. But, in that situation, who else did it? And they have no fear of him. It's almost like they have no respect for him. In that situation, it's almost like they had no respect for Leveon. None. In that situation. And it's because of the fact that he is dating these two girls and he thinks that he's in control of that situation, but he really isn't. You know, women have a way of making a man feel like he's in control. Women have a way of fake submitting to a guy. But what she's doing is she's using her femininity to manipulate him. And if a man doesn't recognize that, you know, he's going to get played. And that's what happened with Leveon Bell. Leveon Bell got played. He thought he was the man. He thought because he got two girlfriends, you know, and, you know, he thought that, you know, he was really out here winning. And what he realized is that those women see him as nothing more than a bag. They see him as a come up. You know, that they have no respect for him. And that's how it goes with a lot of these rappers, man. These women have no respect for these guys. None. They see these men as just a come up. That's it. You know, they have no respect for him. Those women had no respect for Leveon. You got two girlfriends and you think that, you know, you're in a situation that, you know, you're feeling good about yourself, and then you come right back down to earth. And you realize that there's a lot of gold diggers. There's a lot of women out there who date men and to either get a baby by them or to get a bag. Now, Leveon, I'm not going to say that, you know, this was a situation that, you know, you could have done better in, because I think you know that. I think that because you're a young guy, you just signed a new contract, you're in a new city. Would not surprise me if you met those women in New York, or they might be from Florida. Who knows? It just shows me you don't have a lot of good people around you. You got a lot of yes men around you. That's why you're putting out music, and even your own fellow NFL players think your music is trash. But you get mad at them for being honest about it, which lets me know you're surrounded by people who are yes men, who are not going to tell you, who are not going to be honest with you, who are not going to be truthful with you. You know, you're easily manipulated. And these females knew how to play you. You leaving them at home with your stuff. Obviously, you haven't known these women that long. Did you just meet these women? They tell you how big of a fan they were of you and things of that nature. You know, they were down to have a group situation, but that was just part of the con, man. They probably have other men they deal with who they respect more than you, who they are more submissive to than you, you know? Now, a lot of guys need to understand this can happen to a lot of different guys. It ain't just rich men this can happen to. There are plenty of guys out there who act like they're pimps, okay? Who act like they have all these women, that they have control over all these women. These guys can get finessed too, okay? They probably have been finessed, probably a plethora of times. You know, women will come to them as if they are feminine. They will come to them as if they're submissive, when really that woman is only using that to benefit herself and to manipulate him, because he doesn't understand game. He doesn't understand that he's being played. He thinks that he's this, you know, alpha, or he thinks that he is this very hyper masculine guy that can get every woman that he's around. But what he doesn't understand is you're going to come across women who know you better than you know yourself, and they're going to play you. And you're going to be in a situation where you're with women, as in the case of Leveon Bell, you're with women who only saw you, you know, as a mark. You basically were a mark. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise, honestly though, I don't even think the girls took the jewelry. They might have called the dudes that they deal with. You know, the dudes who live, you know, who basically use these women to con these dudes, guys like Leveon. They probably called the dudes over there to the house to get the jewelry. To, you know what I'm saying, to basically ransack the place and take the jewelry. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of conniving women out there, man, who are able to get themselves in certain circles in order to be able to get with these guys. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if these women were IG models. I believe they may have been IG models. I believe these women were IG models. We know Leveon likes social media, and it wouldn't surprise me if he met them on social media. You got to be careful with that too, man. You got a lot of a lot of these chicks, man. Don't let the the cute faces, nice bodies fool you. You got women who may be IG models by day, but they're criminals by night. They're out there, selling their services. They're out there scamming and getting money out of dudes the wrong way. And this is gonna be a tough lesson for Leveon, man. This is why you need to focus on football. This situation is probably gonna settle itself, but I wanted to make sure I spoke on it. It's unfortunate. And first off, why do you have $500,000 worth of jewelry? Like, seriously, unless you're holding on to it, to sell it one day, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just holding on to it, until you can, maybe sell it off. Who knows? But I just feel like, to me, unless you're buying gold, and you're stocking up on gold, I don't know what you're going to do with black jewelry, and diamonds, that nature. But what do you need over $500,000 in jewelry? You're trying to basically stunt for the same women and impress the same women who rob you of that jewelry, because those are the only type of women, Leveon, that is going to be attracted to all that flashiness. The only type of women that's attracted to that flashiness are women who sell their services, or women who are out here conning and scamming people. And it looks like you basically were dealing with the latter.